I put this poll up on Twitter and very, very simply stated. Here, I'll share it with you. And I thought this was really, really interesting. Who is the most important 49ers player for this season only, not named Trey Lance? Yeah, you got to remove the whole quarterback debate and all that stuff because I get all those things. But, you can only put 4 options up on Twitter. And so I used Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, Debo, and Fred Warner. And yeah, giant omission. I kept changing the order. George Kittle's not on there, and that breaks my heart. But I wanted, I had to pick 4, and, I went Fred Warner over Kittle, but I thought those were kind of the 2, fighting for that 4 or 5 spot. It's insane when the 49ers have 5 All-Pros that are kind of all in their prime. Maybe Trent Williams is a little bit older, but I would argue his last season was his best season in the NFL. So Nick Bosa, he's an All-Pro player. He won an All-Pro. Trent Williams won several All-Pros. Debo, All-Pro receiver last year. Fred Warner, All-Pro a year ago. George Kittle, All-Pro a year ago. So, like, those things are there. How many teams? There's only 22 All-Pro players. That's it. We got 5. That is, you're spoiled. And that's all I can say is you are spoiled the 49ers roster. And so, I don't know. Me personally, I think I'd put Nick Bosa number 1. And Twitter definitely came out. And so throw it in the comments who you think, leaving the quarterback out of there, who is the most important player for this 2020-22 season, not named Trey Lance. Who stands out to you? Twitter said 46% Nick Bosa. Number 2 is Debo, which I was kind of a little bit more surprised with that. But I'm not. It's not justified, just surprised. He carried the 49ers offense last year almost single-handedly through that playoff stretch. When the quarterback position was struggling, the dude was just taking handoffs into the end zone, right? You think about, that Dallas Cowboys game, the victory there. You go to Green Bay, and he's returning punts for the biggest plays of the game offensively and all those things. I mean, he did it all. Trent Williams, he finished 3rd with 22.8% of the vote. And then Fred Warner, only 4.5. And I think a lot of the comments, which, I don't want to get into all those, but I think one of the issues with Fred Warner was we just have so much depth at that linebacker position. Azeez came in and played amazingly well. Drake Greenlaw did great as well. And Fred Warner had a slow start. When the defensive tackle position, when 95 was in there, early on in the season after we lost Kinlaw, it was a struggle. But we saw All-Pro Fred return down the stretch. There's no doubt about it. He was playing beyond the limit, where he was. And he was playing All-Pro level at the end of the year. And so it just, I think for some, that bad taste left in their mouth from early on in the season. But make no mistake, that dude's the captain of the defense. And yeah, I get the premium positions, Nick Bosa, the pass rusher. Some people threw in Jimmy Ward. Some people said not Tarvarius, sorry. Char Ward, who we just signed, right? Charvarius Ward, the corner from Kansas City, which all those are legitimate arguments. If they ball out, man, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited about this 49ers team. There's just so much dang talent there. It's the 49ers are spoiled, and they're not the only team in our division that is spoiled, right?